Today's Bible story is the beginning. God creates heaven and earth, from Genesis 1:1 through 2:3. First, we will hear the actual verses. Then we will slow down, talk through what they mean, and break down how this passage moves the larger story forward. Here is the passage from the King James Version. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Genesis 1:2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Genesis 1:3. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Genesis 1:4. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. Genesis 1:5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Genesis 1:6. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Genesis 1:7. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. Genesis 1:8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Genesis 1:9. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. Genesis 1:10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:11. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. Genesis 1:12. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:13. And the evening and the morning were the third day. Genesis 1:14. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." Genesis 1:15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. Genesis 1:16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. Genesis 1:17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. Genesis 1:18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:19. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Genesis 1:20. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." Genesis 1:21. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:22. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth." Genesis 1:23. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Genesis 1:24. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle, and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind." And it was so. Genesis 1:25. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:26. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Genesis 1:28. God blessed them, and God said unto them, "Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." Genesis 1:29. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Genesis 1:30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. Genesis 1:31. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Genesis 2:1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. Genesis 2:1-2. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Genesis 2:3. And God blessed the seventh day, and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. Now let's break down Genesis 1:1 through 2:3. This section covers God speaks order, beauty, life, and purpose into a formless world, then blesses the seventh day as holy rest. The goal is to follow the movement of the verses. Notice what changes from beginning to end, and pause where the next story can begin clearly. The passage first asks us to notice this. The Bible opens before kings, temples, battles, or nations, with God already present and creation waiting for his word. Then the story moves forward. Light breaks into darkness, sky and sea are separated, and dry land appears as the world becomes a home rather than a void. The next movement matters. Plants, stars, sea creatures, birds, animals, and every living thing arrive by God's command, each part declared good. As the scene continues, the tension becomes clearer. Humanity is created male and female in the image of God, entrusted with dignity, fruitfulness, and care for the earth. By the end of this section, the passage leaves us with this. The first story closes with blessing and rest, showing that creation is not an accident but a gift ordered by God. What makes this passage important is the way it shows God's character while the larger biblical story is still just beginning. We see that Scripture is not a random collection of moments. Each scene carries the story forward, revealing human need, divine purpose, judgment, mercy, promise, and worship in ways that prepare us for what comes next. This is a natural place to pause because next we step closer into the garden where God forms humanity and gives them a place to belong. If this Bible story helped you see the passage more clearly, like the video and subscribe as we continue through Scripture from the beginning.